What if I told you the mindset that got you to $1 million is the exact mindset that will keep you stuck there forever? It sounds strange at first, because for most people, hitting $1 million feels like the ultimate goal, the finish line, the moment where everything finally makes sense. You imagine the freedom, no more stress, no more worrying about money, no more pressure. You tell yourself, when I hit one, my life will change. And then one day, after years of effort, sacrifices, late nights, and discipline, you finally get there. You open your account, you see the number, $1,000. For a moment, everything feels unreal. You made it. But then something happens. Something no one prepares you for. Nothing really changes. You still wake up thinking about money. You still feel pressure. You still feel uncertainty in the background. Because the truth is, $1 million doesn't buy freedom. It buys responsibility. And this is the moment where most people get stuck. They keep thinking the same way they did when they were trying to reach 1 million. They stay careful. They stay defensive. They focus on saving. They become afraid of losing what they built. And it makes sense, because that mindset helped them survive. It helped them grow from nothing to something. But now, that same mindset becomes a trap, because the game has changed. At this level, it's no longer about asking, how do I avoid losing money? It becomes a completely different question. How do I multiply it? And those two questions lead to completely different lives. Most people don't realize this shift, so they hold on too tightly. They treat their $1 million like something fragile, something that could disappear at any moment. They protect it. They guard it. They freeze. But the people who move forward, the people who go from 1 million to 10 million, they see money differently. They don't see it as something to protect. They see it as a tool, a resource, a system. They ask a different question.
How can this money work for me?
Because the truth is simple. If your money is sitting still, you're actually moving backward. Inflation slowly eats away at it. Opportunities pass by, time works against you. Real wealth begins the moment your money starts working harder than you do. But that requires a shift, a deep internal shift, because the habits that helped you build your first million are not the same habits that will grow it. At the beginning, it was about working harder, putting in more hours, doing everything yourself. You were the system. You were the engine. And that worked until it didn't. Because hard work has a limit. There are only so many hours in a day, only so much energy you can give. So if your plan is to keep working harder to earn more, you've already reached your ceiling. This is where things start to break. Because growth at this level doesn't come from effort. It comes from leverage, from systems, from people, from ideas that scale beyond your own time. And this is uncomfortable because it forces you to let go. When you were building your first million, you had to control everything. Every decision mattered. Every dollar mattered. Every move mattered. You trusted yourself
Because you had no other choice.
But now, that control becomes your biggest limitation. Because you can't grow something bigger than you if everything depends on you. So you have to delegate. You have to trust other people. You have to let go of control. And that's where fear comes in. Because suddenly, it's not just about making money anymore. It's about protecting what you already have. You start thinking, what if I lose it? What if I make the wrong move? What if everything falls apart? And that fear, it slows you down. It makes you hesitate. It keeps you stuck. But here's the irony. The people who actually grow beyond 1 million are not fearless. They just understand risk differently. They don't avoid risk. They study it. They calculate it. They take smart risks, not emotional ones, because they know something most people ignore. Not taking risks is the biggest risk of all. Staying comfortable at 1 million might feel safe, but in reality, it's just slow stagnation. And over time, stagnation turns into regret. This is where the final shift happens. The most important one. Because at this level, it's no longer about money. It's about identity. Who are you now? Are you still the person trying to make it? Still chasing numbers? Still chasing validation? Or have you become someone who builds something bigger than money? Because the people who stay stuck keep chasing money. But the people who grow, they stop chasing it. They start building systems. They build businesses. They create value at a level that's bigger than themselves. And money becomes the result, not the goal. That's the difference. It's not about how much you have. It's about how you think. Because $1 million is not the finish line. It's the beginning of a completely different game. A game where effort matters less, and thinking matters more. A game where control limits you, and trust expands you. A game where fear holds you back, and calculated risk moves you forward. And the truth is, the next level of your life doesn't require more hustle. It requires a different version of you. A version of you that thinks bigger, acts smarter, and understands that money is not something to hold on to, but something to grow. So the real question is not, can you make 1 million? The real question is, can you become the person who knows what to do after it? Because that is where everything changes.